The translucent raindrops fall onto the pitch black sky, right onto my cold face. I continue to walk around the inner streets of New York City, but slightly picking up more speed. Car after car zooms by, splashing puddles of rain onto the pavement. I speed up even more. Checking my watch, 10:46 p.m. it read. I'm hoping to get home before 11 p.m. I start jogging, rain pouring down heavily, blurring my vision. I can't see where I'm facing. Through my blurred vision, I can make out a bright white light in the distance. It seems to be getting closer, closer, and closer. Suddenly, I felt my eyes being blinded, a loud crash-like sound filling ears at a fast pace. Disoriented, I trip over my own 2 feet, slamming my already confused head onto the pavement. Still dizzy, darkness consumes me as I hear terrified screams and the screeching of tires as I slowly drift off and lose consciousness. Ford, wake up! I heard a faint voice in my head. Wake up! The voice practically burst in my head, jolting me out of unconsciousness. I shoot up, breathing heavily. After collecting myself, I stand up carefully and observe my surroundings. Everything is completely destroyed. Cars are turned over, buildings are scattered in the form of debris, and shards of broken glass are littering the local road. What happened? I asked myself in absolute shock. Where is everyone? Cautiously, I step onto the road. All that can be heard is complete silence. Hello? I called out loudly, but hesitant at the same time. No response. I call out a few more times, rushing down the street, but still to no avail. I need to go home, I mumble, panic overpowering my voice. After running for what feels like forever, I reached the front of my door, out of breath. Frantically, I rush to my TV and switch it on. There seems to be an unknown disaster that destroyed New York City. So far, no survivors have been spotted. I hear the news anchor sympathize. Disaster? No survivors? Confused, I looked outside of the window, and once lively populated neighborhood is now desolate, like a scene out of a war movie. Hurriedly, I basically sprinted to my work office, hoping to find any clues about what was happening. But all I see on my brown wooden desk is a news article from a few years ago. I almost brush it off like it wasn't anything important, but the headline catches my eye. New York man, 20, dies in a tragic traffic accident. And a small photo of man right next to it. That man was me. Extremely confused, I stumble back, pain rising in my chest. What happened to me? I mutter under my breath. Quickly, I bolt to the front door of the office and shove it open, taking in the sight of the destruction, the gloomy atmosphere engulfing me. Am I dead? I ponder skeptically. Carefully stepping onto the ruined concrete pavement, I suddenly start to run down the street, as my life depends on it. I don't know where I am going. Hours pass and the dark night sky appears, replacing the once bright blue sky. I was alone. There's no one person around. In the distance, I can see a white faint light. Squinting my eyes, I can't make out what it is. But with every second passing, it gets closer and closer. Suddenly, my ear starts ringing as the blinding light nears me. I brace myself for the impact, and once again, The darkness tries to pull me down into its depth. This time, however, I wasn't sure if I'm going to wake up or not.